At just 9 years old, Celine Tam stepped onto the world's stage and demonstrated that age is no barrier to greatness. Her voice, powerful, tender, and emotionally resonant, captured the attention of millions across continents, earning her a place in the hearts of audiences everywhere. But beyond the applause and viral videos lies a story of intense dedication, family dynamics, public controversy, and the nuanced cost of early fame. This story is not just about singing remarkable melodies. It is about the weight of expectation, the struggle to balance personal identity with public recognition, and the complex journey of growing up under scrutiny. As we explore her rise from a music-filled childhood to international stages, the controversies that followed, and the resilience that kept her moving forward, Celine's story reveals why her journey is both inspiring and deeply complex. A childhood surrounded by music. Celine Tam was born in Hong Kong on November 22, 2007, into a family where music was woven into everyday life. Her father, Steve Tam, was a respected music educator whose influence helped shape her earliest encounters with sound. In the Tam household, melodies were as commonplace as conversation, and the walls seemed to echo with constant practice and harmonious exploration. From a very young age, Celine showed signs of innate talent, an ability to navigate melody with emotional clarity that far exceeded typical childhood curiosity. Her father recognized these gifts early on and began guiding her development through a structured, disciplined approach. While some might argue that such intensity was burdensome, it undeniably built the foundations of her skill and confidence. The vibrant cultural environment of Hong Kong, with its mix of traditional and modern artistic influences, also played a role in shaping her early artistic sensibilities, creating a backdrop that encouraged bold expression and emotional depth. First steps into the spotlight. Celine's first major public appearance came at the tender age of 5 when she entered the singing competition, Let's Sing Kids. On that stage, the young singer amazed both judges and audiences alike. Her voice displayed a level of emotional control, precision, and clarity that many seasoned performers spend years trying to perfect. Rather than faltering under the pressure of performance, she seemed energized by it, a rarity for a child so young. This moment did more than earn applause. It opened the door to a world of public recognition and showed her family that her abilities could resonate far beyond their living room. The supportive reactions encouraged her father to take her aspirations seriously, moving quickly from casual appreciation to focused development. As a result, music shifted from being a joyful pastime to a central pursuit in her life, one that would shape her years to come. Though still young, Celine began to understand how performance could impact others, and she embraced that understanding with remarkable poise. Growing up in a bustling city like Hong Kong presented a set of challenges and opportunities unique to a young child with big ambitions. Between schoolwork, friendships, cultural expectations, and everyday life, Celine juggled the realities of childhood with an increasingly visible public persona. The city's energy mirrored her own, fast, vibrant, and full of possibility, but also demanding and unrelenting. While many children her age explored a variety of hobbies simply for fun, Celine's commitment to music deepened steadily. Her family sought out opportunities that would elevate her exposure and expand her performance experience, leading her to television appearances and public shows that tested her emotional stamina and performance skills. These experiences helped her learn how to manage nerves, maintain focus, and cultivate artistic authenticity on stage, skills that most adults never fully master. Yet beneath the maturity she displayed during performances was still a child learning to balance the simple joys of childhood with the responsibilities of artistic growth. Still, her passion for music remained a steady anchor, fueling her ambition with sincerity rather than showmanship alone. A turning point on Little Big Shots. In 2014, Celine Tam reached a pivotal moment in her young career with an appearance on Little Big Shots, performing You Raised Me Up alongside fellow young singer Jeffrey Lee. This performance marked a clear turning point. She was no longer just a local sensation, but a charismatic performer with undeniable global appeal. Her interpretation of the song demonstrated a depth of emotion and technical maturity that surprised audiences around the world. What made this moment particularly striking was the ease with which she connected with listeners, as though she was conveying emotion not simply through vocal skill, but through lived experience. The exposure from the show introduced her to a much wider audience and set the stage for even greater opportunities. At the same time, the experience showed her how to engage with audiences beyond her familiar surroundings and gave her a sense of what performance on a larger scale truly meant. For Celine, Little Big Shots wasn't merely a platform. It was a realization that her voice could move people in places she had only imagined. Entering the world stage. In 2017, Celine's journey reached a monumental milestone when she stepped onto the stage of America's Got Talent. Suddenly, she was performing on one of the world's largest talent platforms, watched by millions across the globe. Her rendition of My Heart Will Go On was nothing short of breathtaking, a stunning display of power, control, and emotional resonance. From the very first note, it was clear that her abilities transcended age. Her voice carried strength and maturity that drew judges and audiences into every phrase. The applause was thunderous, and viewers were visibly moved by her performance. When her talent was recognized with the coveted golden buzzer, the moment became instantly iconic, broadcasting her voice into living rooms and social feeds worldwide. For many, it felt like a declaration. Here was a young artist who demanded to be heard. While the spotlight was brighter than ever, it also brought an unprecedented level of attention, both celebratory and scrutinizing, that would shape the next phase of her life. The reality behind the applause. While the public celebrated Celine Tam's performances, the world behind the scenes was not always as harmonious as her voice. As her visibility increased, so did scrutiny and criticism. Rumors began circulating about favoritism, with some online voices asserting that her rise was orchestrated rather than earned. Others questioned whether a child should be exposed to such intense public judgment at all. This scrutiny often centered on the role of her father, Steve Tam, who acted not only as her manager but also as her coach and chief mentor. While many saw his involvement as supportive, others suggested it crossed into pressure and control. The emotional environment, with its mix of expectation, public opinion, and artistic ambition, was complicated for someone so young. Yet through it all, Celine maintained professionalism and poise on stage, continuing to pour her heart into each performance. Still, the contrast between public adoration and personal strain revealed a deeper truth. Success often brings a complexity invisible to audiences, especially when fame comes early. Controversy and public scrutiny. The controversy surrounding Celine Tam intensified as critics began accusing her father of exploiting her for personal gain. After her sensational America's Got Talent audition, speculation spiraled on social media, with heated debates about the ethics of parents managing their children's careers in a highly competitive industry. Many argued that the very act of pushing a child into performing at such a young age was inherently exploitative, questioning whether Celine genuinely enjoyed the experience or was being driven by her father's ambitions. These accusations extended to his professional background, with skeptics questioning whether his qualifications truly equipped him to mentor a young singer on an international scale. The debate became loud and divisive, drawing attention not only to Celine's talent, but also to the dynamics of parent-child relationships in the entertainment world. What began as admiration for a remarkable voice was increasingly overshadowed by speculation and judgment, complicating public perception and obscuring the artistry that first drew people to her. Defense, doubt, and the question of intent. In the face of growing backlash, Steve Tam publicly defended his actions, asserting that his intentions were rooted in support and protection of his daughter's well-being and development. He emphasized Celine's genuine love for singing and insisted that his involvement was not about control, but about nurturing a rare gift. Yet despite his explanations, public skepticism persisted. Critics focused not only on his role but also on alleged disputes with local music educators and competitors, questioning whether his methods and motives were as altruistic as he claimed. These tensions underscored a larger conversation about the boundaries between guidance and pressure, especially in the world of child performers. For many observers, the question was not simply about talent or opportunity, but about the ethics of ambition and adult influence. Though uncomfortable, this scrutiny forced a broader reflection on how society views gifted children, as inspirations, as commodities, or as young individuals still deserving of space, growth, and autonomy. The debate highlighted a central truth of Celine's journey. Public success often invites complex judgment, not all of it fair, rising above the noise. Despite the controversies and intense public commentary, Celine Tam continued to center her journey on her artistry. Her voice remained the undeniable core of her story, a powerful instrument of emotion and technical mastery that consistently impressed audiences. In 2019, she returned to the global stage on World's Got Talent, where her performance of Hallelujah earned another golden buzzer and reminded audiences of her artistry beyond controversy. This performance showcased not only her vocal range but her ability to convey profound emotional depth, captivating viewers around the world. With each new stage, Celine's confidence deepened, and her international fan base grew more loyal and supportive. Rather than retreating from the spotlight, she used it to reaffirm her love for music and her dedication to authenticity. The narrative began to shift. Rather than focusing solely on controversy, public attention increasingly recognized her talent, resilience, and commitment to her craft. In doing so, she demonstrated an ability to rise above noise and judgment, allowing her voice, not rumors, to define her legacy. Beyond singing, using the spotlight for good. As Celine's influence expanded, she began to recognize the power of her platform as more than a stage for performance. She took on the role of ambassador for Room to Read, an organization focused on literacy and gender equality in education. By advocating for access to learning and empowerment through education, she demonstrated a growing awareness of her impact beyond music. This shift towards social engagement revealed a deeper sense of purpose, one that intertwined her artistic journey with a commitment to positive change. Her involvement with Room to Read allowed her to inspire young people not only to pursue their dreams but also to value learning, empathy, and community. Through this work, Celine redefined her public image, showing that her voice could uplift others in meaningful and lasting ways. What began as an extraordinary talent had become a platform for hope and advocacy, revealing new dimensions of her personality and ambition that extended far beyond the stage. Conclusion. A journey. Still unfolding, Celine Tam has achieved what many artists spend a lifetime pursuing: international recognition, powerful performances, and a voice that touches the soul. Yet her journey also reveals the complexity of early success, the pressure, the scrutiny, and the intricate interplay between talent and public perception. Through controversy and challenge, she has remained resilient, allowing her artistry and purpose to guide her path forward. As she continues to grow, her future remains wide open, filled with possibility for new music, personal evolution, and deeper artistic expression. Whether she ascends to global superstardom or chooses a quieter path of artistic exploration, her story will remain an inspiration to young artists everywhere. It is a reminder that talent, when paired with determination and a compassionate heart, can transcend even the toughest obstacles and touch the world in ways that go far beyond applause.